My name is Silas Mugendi. I come from Dig Future community. Dig Future is a community that is made by online workers. We champion the challenges that online workers are facing, and we actually live together as people working online across the country. We have presentation from different counties. I was a beneficiary of Ajira from 2019. It's when I had their training, and from then I've been working online. I was brought on board to represent online workers, so that I can give the actual experience I've been having when it comes to health issues while working online. I began as an online writer. I was writing blogs, articles, academic, and content. Later, I started doing transcription, where I've worked transcription with many projects and different companies. I've also done annotation with Remote Task and other AI companies. Currently, I'm a software tester. I do software testing with Test.io and also UTest. These are the companies that I am currently working on. I'm also a computer science graduate. The first thing that I'll be tackling is the mental health challenges. These are challenges that we face, we as online workers, and how we can overcome them. The first challenge is normally and usually it's isolation and loneliness. You'll find while working online and we are confined in one space, we don't have workmates. We find we really have a very huge challenge when it comes to social interaction. And the only way we can overcome this is having social interactions. The other thing is competition. Competition can really cause a lot of mental health challenges where at start, like you've started working online and you're bidding for work, you aren't getting these opportunities simply because maybe your portfolio is not appealing enough. You don't have wonderful reviews like the rest. You're not highly rated like other people. So you'll find yourself the competition is stiff, and the fact that you're not getting jobs, it might really be an issue and affect you mentally. And to do this, you have to be creative as an online worker, creative in a way that you come up with a way to how you can build a good portfolio. You can even decide to be doing work for free or work with different people. And you can also think of the best way to overcome this competition, even as you come up with a very wonderful portfolio so that you can continue to build your job. The other thing, challenge that you may face that may cause mental health issues, these are security and privacy concerns. As I was thinking about this, I thought about it at a very personal level. When I remember there was a time I was in charge of a certain project, someone and contacted me for a very huge project that was about to take around 3 months, and I said yes. And after I said yes, they asked us to this is how we shall be doing the work, and I was told to come up with a team. So I looked for people who were conversant with the area of that project, and we agreed. So during the first month, everything was good. They paid well, and everything was running as usual. The second and third month, they started bringing up issues, and and eventually they ran away without paying us. And the team that I had come up with, they thought I'm the one who had stolen from them. So they started looking for me, and it was a very big security concern. And because they were looking for my information, I actually had to relocate back to my village for my security reasons and move away from that area. And to prevent things like this, it is very important as an online worker to conduct proper background check. And I believe for those who have been trained by Ajira, there are 4 sites that are recommended by Ajira which you can really work on. The other thing is unpredictable income. This is another cause of mental health. As online worker, you can have unpredicted income, and this as a result may brought about mental health challenges. And for it has been spoken earlier that when you start working online, you should really have big other sources of income to prevent mental health issues when it comes to, because there are sometimes you'll find yourself you're not getting these jobs and your income is really low. So in this case, you have to have prior planning of your income so that you can know when you don't have you are not having work at this time, what you should be doing, and when you have work, how you should keep your money safe. I always tell people in your first year of online working, you should always make sure you're not living your dream because your dream is not there yet. You should first think about having different avenues of or sources of revenue so that when the online job is not working really well, you can shift your sources of income to a different source. The other thing I'll be talking about is how to maintain health work-life balance. In this case, I was thinking it is very important to be kind to your brain. It has been spoken by before by when we were speaking about mental health issues. One of the first thing so that you can maintain your health work balance is creating a dedicated workspace. Most of the time you'll find that because you're working from home, sometimes you can find yourself working in your bed, on your bed, like on your couch. So this is not a very appealing place to work, and you are not really maintaining an healthy work-life balance. Personally, what I did when I was starting, I dedicated a specific part of my room, maybe a bed sitter. So I say to myself, this is where I'll be working. And when I always enter to that place, I always viewed it as an office. If you are lucky enough, you can decide to go and let a space inside, maybe an office outside your room, so that you can have a wonderful workspace that will trigger you. I'm now working, I'm not at home. The thing is making work schedules. And the most important thing about the work schedules is not only making them, but adhering to them. These working schedules should give details on how this is what I'm supposed to be doing at this time, and having regular breaks within the schedule. You have to show your breaks. The other thing is prioritizing your tasks. So in most cases, you will find yourself you're working with different tasks. Maybe I'm having a writing task, and I'm also having transcription tasks, maybe. So you have to prioritize which tasks require more time, which tasks require will drain you more, and these are the tasks that you should start with. And in this case, now remember, now in the new era where you are using artificial intelligence, there are so many softwares that can help you with these tasks. You can dedicate tasks that will require more of your mental stability to start when you are fresh, and then you can end with tasks that you can use maybe AI to help you tackle them fast. I'd talked about regular work breaks. The other thing is having a work partner. Work partners are very important. These are people who can stand in for you when you're not working, or you're not in a position to access your workspace. And these work partners are people who can help you as talking partner. Bailey had talked about healthy talks. These are the people who can give you healthy talks about what you're doing. And the other thing is participating in team building and extra work activities like this webinar now. And like also in our Dig Future community, we always over the weekend meet, and we have many team buildings. These help you to stabilize your mental health and also help you to have a social life out there. These are very important things that you can consider doing as an online worker. The other thing I would like to talk about is how to remain motivated and productive as an online worker. I've talked about having a normal routine. Yeah, and by its normal routine, it's how when you wake up, this is what I'm supposed to be having. I would like to allude to what Betty had said earlier about productive time. You as a person, you should consider which time are you really productive, and you can set up your routine based on that time. If I'm always active at night, and at night it's when I'm really it's my most productive time, I can set up a normal routine where I'll work overnight, and during the day I can take a rest. The other thing is identify and minimizing potential distractions. If you realize your phone is your biggest distraction, now when you're going to your workspace, it is very advisable to leave your phone out of the workspace so that it can't distract you, and you can be really focused. By doing this, you'll really be productive. The other thing is set clear goals which are achievable. Don't burden yourself so much. You're saying, like, I want by the end of this month, I want to buy a new car, and your job is merely giving you even 10,000 a month. So those goals are not achievable. So you should really set clear goals that are achievable. And remember, now when you set a goal and you achieve it, there's a form you appreciate yourself. Your body has a mechanism of appreciating yourself, and it really motivates you to continue working hard, extra hard. The other thing is being a part of an active team, and always be active yourself. So this team, in this case, I would say maybe a Dig Future community. As I said, this is a community where we have people working with different tasks. Maybe they are software developers who are in that community. They are writers. They are different people. So if you are active in that community, these people, you'll always exchange ideas, and you'll see how people are facing different challenges together. So with this, you'll remain motivated, and these people will help you to be productive. The other thing is continuous learning. As a software or as a online worker, you have to continue learning. Remember now, the digital space is a very dynamic space where things are changing so fast, and you have to always keep learning. The other thing is take care of your well-being. So if you're not mentally okay, you can't work and you can't be productive. The other thing I would like to talk about is effective relaxation techniques. So you've done your work, you're tired. How are you supposed to consider this time where I should relax in, and or how are you supposed to take your time off? I took 4 things that really work on me, and the first thing is taking days off. Normally, I don't like working over the weekends, so the weekends are my days off. That thing is scheduling work breaks. Between my tasks, I always take a break, maybe a 30 minutes break, 10 minutes break, 1 hour break as I continue working. That thing is working out. You can start your schedule or your routine with a workout, indoors or outdoor. And the other thing is having healthy talk. Again, I'll allude to what Betty had said. These healthy talks, you should talk to someone who ensures you are having an healthy talk. This is not the time you're having a break and you decided to have an healthy talk and you go join tantrums to your friends or debating about something which is not healthy. So you should really find out who really gives you these healthy talks, not time to talk to everyone. The other thing, like, I would like to talk about is strategies to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries between your life. This is my social life, and this is my work life. And doing this, you have to come up with strategies. The first strategies that I had talked about earlier, these are workspaces. You should have a designated workspace where this is a workspace where I'll be doing my work. So when I go to, it's like my office. When I go to that office, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is not what I'm supposed to do. The other thing is time and workload. You should really come up with a well-laid structure of time and work. If I'm saying at this specific time from 8 to 9, I'll be doing transcription. That's what you have to do, and you should avoid distraction. As I said, it's not time. If someone calls you, can you go out, and then you say, let me think about it. You can tell them, no, this is my time to do this specific thing. The thing is communication. You really have to communicate with people you're working with and your friends so that they can know at this specific time I can't get him or her because they are working on something. They have a specific schedule, and your schedule is well communicated. You can also communicate with their clients and tell them, on Saturdays I normally don't work, so if you send me work over the weekend, you should only expect it on Monday maybe. So by communicating prior to people who are around you, it will help you set boundaries between social life and work life. The thing is, always take care of yourself, because if you are not okay mentally, it's hard for you to be productive, and you can't really put apart work time and social time. You'll find yourself sleeping while still working because you are not mentally fine. You have not even taken care of yourself. You have not prepared yourself mentally as you're going into your office. And to finalize, there are 5 things that I really would like to share as a piece of advice for those who are working online like me. First thing is be resilient. This works for newbies, those people who are just beginning to work online. You have to be resilient, because at first you'll do some task and your client tells you it is of low quality. So you don't have to give up. You really have to check your mistakes. And always, if you bid, you're not getting a job, you should always push. Because for me, when I started with a freelancer account. And for a freelancer account, you're only given 15 bids. So after 15 bids, you're supposed to buy bids. And actually, I finished all the bids without getting a job. But I didn't give up. I decided to go to other accounts. I tried different accounts. And in that case, it shows that I was patient. And I would like to say the other point is be patient. You won't start as a millionaire. You have to build yourself upwards. You begin somewhere, and with good patience and resilience, you'll build yourself and grow up. So you have to be patient. You won't build Rome in one day. The other thing is be an active learner. You always have to be learning. Even things that you think that are not important, you have to learn them, even if it's out of your field. Like, for example, if you are doing graphic and design and you think maybe blogging can help you, or data entry, you should be an active learner. Go there and learn some blogging maybe virtual assistant, this kind of new jobs, they might help you when maybe you are designing jobs are low. The other thing is have to be disciplined. By discipline, it's through how you communicate with others, through your financial discipline, time discipline. You have to set everything that you do, even the way you write emails to your clients. They have to show form of discipline. And the last thing is associate with others. Associating with people, like-minded people, will help you grow fast and will help you solve problems, and you'll build yourself around a community of people who you can trust and who can be of great value to you. That was my time, and thank you for having me.
I said, my name is Betty, and we're going to talk about practicing self-care. So self-care means taking the time we do to do the things that help us live well and improve both our physical and mental health. So why is self-care important? Why should we even be keen on self-care? The importance of self-care is it prevents burnout and also enables us to show up as the best self, as your best self in your interactions with others. So some of the strategies we're going to be looking at today, I will not be able to go through each and every one of them one by one, but we'll look at some of them. But some of the strategies you can, we're going to look at is time management, taking regular breaks, incorporating regular exercise, prioritizing nutritious meals, managing stress effectively, practicing mindfulness, staying socially connected, setting a consistent daily routine, creating a dedicated workspace, taking regular breaks, managing distractions, investing in ergonomic furniture, learning to say no, and leveraging pet and family interactions. The first one we can look at is setting boundaries. Why are boundaries important? I know this is one of the hardest things to do, especially when you work where you live. But it is important that you take care of yourself through setting boundaries, because boundaries remind you that your time is valuable. So what are we even saying no to? What are we setting boundaries on? For online workers, we can set boundaries. We can say no to working extra long hours, or working over the weekends, or even working overnight. So learning how to say no is one of the strategies. Something else we can do in order to practice self-care is incorporating regular exercise. So we know movement is linked to very many health benefits, from mental clarity, improved mental clarity, to reduce the joint pains. So you want to do everything it takes to incorporate movement throughout your day. If you don't have much time to exercise, go to the gym first thing in the morning, like start your day early, go to the gym first thing in the morning, or go to the gym late in the evening. What does exercising do to your body and to your brain? First of all, I've said it improves your memory and your brain function. It protects against very many chronic illnesses. It aids in weight management. So if you're trying to lose weight, exercise is a good thing. It lowers your blood pressure and improves your heart health. It improves your quality of sleep. It reduces feelings of anxiety and depression. It combats cancer-related fatigue. It improves joint pain and stiffness. It also maintains muscle strength and balance, increases lifespan. So you need to stand up from time to time in between your work to stretch your body, even if you do not have much time to exercise. Something else you can do is you can look for other ways, other enjoyable ways to move your body. Join a dance class, for example, or purpose to take a walk with your friends in the evenings, or even early in the morning, or over the weekends again. Another strategy would be taking regular breaks, because once you sit behind that computer, you don't want to stand. You just want to keep going. But what we can do is incorporating regular breaks in our schedule. So what does taking a break mean? A break is not time for you to check your social media feed. No. You need to step away completely from your desk and do something else, something that is totally unrelated to your work. For example, you could take a walk. That would be good for your break. You could make yourself a quick meal during that break. You could also do any other activity that involves movement, anything that involves movement and keeps you or gives your eyes a rest from the screens. Taking regular breaks throughout the day allows your brain to get a little rest. Breaks can improve your mood, increase your creativity, and lift your energy levels. It can also help you to deal with to prevent neck and back pains. So another strategy would be managing stress effectively. Remember, we are looking at ways to practice self-care. So how do you manage stress? Because stress is inevitable. But there's a quick stress relieving tactic for everyone. So you need to find out what works for you. Is listening to music what works for you? Is it stretching from time to time? Is it meditating? Is it journaling? If it's journaling, do you want to stretch, to journal early in the morning, or do you need to journal? Do you want to journal late at night before you go to bed? Is it taking slow, deep breaths? Or is it going out to get some sun because the sun does amazing things to us? Or is it squeezing a stress ball? Keep it on your desk if that's what works for you. Or is it eating some chocolate? That's a comfort food. Is it being alone? Is it talking to a friend? And for talking to a friend, I'm going to insist on talking to the right friend. Because as long as you're talking to a friend, to the wrong friend, they're going to end up doing more harm than good. So talking to a good friend. Be open-minded and realize that you do not have to be perfect. None of us has. Prioritize taking care of your mental health. Create a routine and stick to it. Control your information intake. So don't go flipping from this channel to this channel and all you're seeing is there's war on this channel, then there's floods on this other channel. Control your information intake. And realize we don't live in a perfect world, so don't stress over it. They say that time management is the key to stress management. So set realistic timelines in order to deliver your work on time and also to avoid stress. After all, reliability is more important than urgency. Stress can prevent you from thinking clearly. It can also keep you from being productive. So manage it well so that you can be productive. Practice mindfulness. How do we practice mindfulness? And what does it even mean exactly to practice mindfulness? So mindfulness is being present in what you're doing at the moment without overreacting to a situation or becoming overwhelmed by what's happening around you. Not being in one meeting and you're thinking about the next meeting. Not being here, but it's just your body that's here, but your mind is far away. Maybe it's just you joined this Zoom meeting, but that's just it. You're busy talking to people. You've put yourself on mute and you're busy chatting with other people. That is not practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is being here, being fully focused in the moment. So how can we be able to do that? How can you be fully aware of where your mind and body are, even during online meetings? Take a few seconds to relax. Relax your shoulders. Look out the window. Notice the neighbor seated next to you. Just be here, fully here, not just your body, but your body and your mind. Pause to notice what you're thinking. For example, are you going through your emails as you talk? Or are you stressing over what you're yet to do? Suspend your ego. Are you paying attention while people are talking to you? Are you thinking about what you will say next? Because most people do that. Someone is telling you what they're going through, but you're not really listening. In your head, you're thinking about all these solutions and you're thinking, why is it that you haven't done this? Why is it that you haven't tried this? But when you practice mindfulness, you're fully here. When someone is talking to you, you're not thinking about what to say next. Are you trying to understand their perspective or where they're coming from? Or are you trying to fix them? Pay attention and give your undivided attention. That's the only way to practice mindfulness. Everyone can be mindful if they purpose to be. We've gotten so good at training our minds to be busy such that we have to practice pausing, literally pausing, so that we can fully access mindfulness. So that's that on practicing mindfulness. Another one would be staying socially connected and seeking support. Most online workers mostly stay home because you really have no reason to leave the house. And we live in an era where we don't really need to leave the house for anything at all. We need food, there's Uber Eats. We need to buy something, just go online, buy it, and have it delivered at our doorstep. But lack of socialization can be very lonely and dangerous. Not only does it harm your mental health, but research actually shows that persistent loneliness can be as damaging to your body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So how do we stay socially connected? And yet we need to work from home. We don't really have the time to go out there. We can do this by purposing to reach out to other people, reach out to fellow online workers, people around you, reach out to them. Join a gym. This will not only improve your physical fitness, but it also gets you the engagement, the social engagement that you need. Take time to share a meal with others. If you live with someone, and even if you don't live with someone, but if you live with someone, purpose to share dinner together, purpose to eat dinner together every day. If you don't, over the weekends, purpose to go and eat with other people, be it your friend, a family member. It's all about purposing and prioritizing and making time. Offer to help someone else. Is there an online worker, a fellow online worker that is struggling with something that you're very good at? Reach out and help them. Could also develop a hobby. Find your tribe. Are there people who love bike riding? Do you also love cycling? Meet over the weekend. And then Karura, take a walk. Just do something together. As long as it is something that you love, you will always find someone else who loves what you love. You just need to reach out. Something else we could do is investing in ergonomic furniture. In as much as you might enjoy working from a bed or the couch, holding your body in an awkward posture for long periods of time can lead to health issues. This could be chronic back pains, neck pains, or even headaches. And just like you need the right tools to deliver to deliver quality work, your body also needs the right tools to remain healthy enough to continue working. Use a headset to put the phone on speaker. So this is an example of such a seat that could support your back, could support your neck, and help you stay in the position that you need. If you need to lean back, it will support your back, support your neck. Something else we could do, get dressed, get off your bed, remove your pajamas, prepare as if you're going out of the house. Again, research shows that there's a psychological benefit to getting dressed for work, even if you do not leave the house. Even if you do not leave the house. It's important to do that because once you do that, your brain is ready, your body is ready, you are ready to work. You don't feel like you're going to just be lounging in the house all day. Already you're ready, you're prepared, your whole body feels prepared. Create a dedicated workspace. The home environment is obviously full of distractions, but having a designated workspace signals your brain, again, like I said earlier, signals your brain when it's time to get into work mode and when it's time to unplug. So design your home office in such a way that it allows you to focus on work and helps you to block distractions. Your dedicated workspace doesn't have to be your home. It could be a favorite spot in a public library where it's very quiet and conducive to do such work, or your favorite coffee shop. Manage distractions. There can be so many distractions from the house, from kids seeking your attention, from neighbors knocking on your doorstep, or dirty dishes. Could be anything really. So you're trying to work, but whenever you look up and see the sink and how dirty the dishes are, you just feel this sort of pressure. But if you keep leaving your desk to attend to such distractions, you might end up working half or even less the day. So manage all these distractions. You can wear noise cancelling headphones. You can shut off notifications from your non-work related apps like social media, text messages, so that again, you're fully aware of what it is that you're doing. Set a consistent daily routine, which could also now help you to even manage those distractions. If you know that you already know the time you need to finish your work for the day. So set a routine such that you're not getting any distractions. Once you sit down to work, you've already taken care of the small issues. You've already washed the dishes. You've already done what needs to be done. And now because you have created that designated workspace, when I go there, it is because I'm on work mode. How can you effectively do this? You can focus on one task at a time. If you're washing the dishes, osha, maliza, so that you're done and you're out of there. Identify your peak productivity hours. So if I am able to focus very well from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m., to 12 p.m., let that be the time that you work. You sit down on that space again and work without thinking about other things. Be fully there, be mindful so that you're able to be productive. Track your progress. It is okay to fail. Give yourself grace. It is fine. It is okay. You did not do it. You were not consistent yesterday. Don't say even today, since I did not do it yesterday, I can't do it. If you were not able to do it yesterday, today be better, do better, but track your progress so that by the end of the week, you're able to sit down and ask yourself, did I manage to do everything I needed to do? Was I consistent? So that now you get better. Be consistent with time. If you decide you're waking up at 8 a.m. every day, wake up at 8 a.m. every day. Do not use the snooze button. Just wake up and the day gets better. Lay out a plan for your day, for your week, for your month. Bundle similar tasks together. Make a list of everyday activities, e.g., I wake up, I brush my teeth. It might sound very minute, but it is these small details that help you at the end of the day to be aware of what it is you're doing and to be able to practice self-care. So why is self-care important even? Self-care is important because when we are consistent, the habits the small things that we do every day and we're consistent about them, they help us to realize our full potential. We're able to enjoy life better. We're able to think more clearly. We have an enhanced sense of inner peace. We're able to cope with the stresses of life better. We're able to improve on our relationships. We're able to be more productive. We're able to combat some physical illnesses, like I said earlier, and make meaningful contributions in the society. So overall, we can say self-care includes every small thing you do to take care of your well-being. And a good, well-balanced self-care routine includes all these pillars. It is mental, it is emotional, it is physical, it is environmental, it is spiritual, recreational, social, and professional. Thank you so much, guys, for having me. Thank you. That was my time.